Milk has always been an essential part of our lives. Queen Cleopatra of ancient Egypt even filled her bath with milk because she believed it was good for her skin. Milk is the first thing we're fed as a baby, and we go on drinking and eating milk as we grow up, thanks to milk-producing animals all over the world.
Milk can come from cows. Milk can come from sheep. Milk can come from goats. Milk can come from horses. Milk can come from buffaloes. Milk can come from reindeer. Milk can come from camels.
Before the invention of the fridge, people were unable to keep milk very long before it turned sour. A long time ago, someone discovered their milk had gone off, and instead of having a nasty taste and smell, the milk had curdled into a tasty, tangy, thick liquid called curds. Shepherds were the first to use curds from milk produced by their goats and sheep, and they made cheese. Goats' and sheep's cheese was part of the daily diet of the Romans. And they found it was good at soothing upset stomachs. People in Turkey found that yogurt made from milk curds was also good for upset stomachs. The Turks brought yogurt to Europe thanks to a sickly French king. King Francois I had a very upset stomach, which his doctors could not cure. The king asked the Turkish Sultan for help. The Sultan sent his best doctor and a herd of sheep. Each day, the Sultan's doctor gave the French king a mysterious milk drink.
The digestive system, which runs right through our body, is like a tube of piping, and it needs to activate properly. It needs to be kept clean and sweet, and then our food is digested properly. If for any reason that isn't well, then we're not well. So fermented foods, particularly yoghurt, is a great help to keeping our digestive systems working.
The king's health improved, so the doctor returned to Turkey with the secret recipe. But without his daily drink of yogurt, the French king fell ill again and died.
The secret of yogurt is bacteria.
Bacteria are added to milk, where they multiply as they turn the milk into yogurt. These bacteria are not harmful. They encourage our intestines to produce more and more friendly bacteria, the type that made the French king better.
The bacteria that are used in yoghurt are naturally occurring bacteria, and we add two to our yoghurt, which are actually naturally occurring within our own gut.
There are over 1 billion bacteria in your stomach.
This mass of bacteria weighs nearly 1 kilogram.
Yogurt is a rich source of calcium.
By eating yogurt and other milk products, we absorb calcium to make our teeth and bones strong.
It's very, very important to take in milk products, particularly yoghurt, which is so easy to eat and a pleasure to eat when you're a child, because it's good for you later on in your life.
Even though shepherds all over the world have been making yogurt for hundreds of years, here in Europe, dairies only began large-scale yogurt making about 60 years ago. Yogurt is made in large closed tanks like this one. At the dairy, it's essential to make sure that the ingredients are free from harmful bacteria. Yoghurt makers have to wash their hands and wear protective boots, coats, hairnets, and sometimes even face masks. Into the large vat, milk and sometimes milk powder and cream are mixed together. Bacteria are then added, and the mixture is heated to the best temperature for the bacteria to turn the milk into yoghurt.
When we first began to make yoghurt, we very early on made a decision to use milk from Jersey cows because we really liked the kind of texture and body of the yoghurt which resulted from that. And we also decided to use particular kinds of bacteria because they also produced a very smooth, nice feel in the mouth.
The yoghurt is cooled down in churns stored in a large fridge. When it's cool enough, ingredients can be added to make yoghurts with flavours. Here, melted chocolate is poured into the natural yoghurt and stirred to make chocolate yoghurt. By starting with natural yoghurt, ingredients can be added to discover what makes a yoghurt yummy.
This mustard stuff's got nothing. Right, let's have a smell of that one.
If you were making a flavoured yoghurt, what ingredients would you choose?
I've made a marshmallow and strawberry yoghurt. I've made a yoghurt with mixed fruit and marshmallows, and that's all I used.
Some ingredients need to be prepared before they can be added to yoghurt.
The way that we have to process some of the fruits to go into the yoghurt is very important.
These forest fruits are heated to exactly the right temperature to make the fruit soft, to bring out the flavours, and to kill all the harmful bacteria.
A whole fig couldn't be just plopped into a pot of natural yoghurt because the machine which puts the yoghurt into the pot would get a terrible indigestion trying to get a whole fig into the pot. So we put them into a blender which has a sharp blade spinning round, chops them up very small indeed. And that means that when we add them to the yoghurt, it brings out the flavour of the figs into the yoghurt.
Some ingredients can be chopped to make them the right size for putting in a yoghurt.
I've made a green pepper, red pepper and cucumber flavoured yoghurt.
The texture of yoghurt is obviously very, very important. We produce yoghurts that have different textures really right across the range from very, very smooth. For instance, we do one with pure vanilla bean extract and cream, and that's really, really smooth. It's rather like eating melted ice cream, I think. And then at the opposite extreme, we've recently made one with coconut and chocolate, which had flakes of coconut and grated pieces of chocolate in it. And that was really quite crunchy.
When I put my chocolate chips in, into a bumpy and lumpy, I couldn't taste the lumps. Well, I could taste your lump. Lumpy, isn't it? Yeah, it's very lumpy. But I just tasted yours all like smooth.
We are all the time experimenting with new possibilities, and sometimes they seem particularly silly possibilities, but we don't set any limits to what we can do. One of the really bizarre ones we tried recently was yoghurt with twiglets in, and it was one of the most disgusting things that we've ever done, actually. It was really revolting.
I've made a mustard, chocolate spread and lemon flavoured yoghurt. My yoghurt's tomato ketchup, white chocolate chips, black chocolate chips, and marshmallows, strawberry jam. My yoghurt has got marshmallows, chocolate chips, white chips, a little bit of jam, some strawberry syrup, and some honey, mustard. That's it.
When I first heard that I was going to design a yoghurt pot, I was very excited. I thought this was the exact design thing that I was waiting for. But there's a list of government regulations which tell you how you're supposed to mark things out. If I just show you on this one, you have to have the words yoghurt and low fat and the flavour of the yoghurt and the weight all in the same plane. There's a barcode at the side, and every factory making food in this country has to have what's called a health mark. That has to go on. And then there's the list of ingredients and the nutritional information. And by the time you've put all those things on, there isn't a lot of space left. So what we do on the lid is we say when it's got to be eaten by. Even though you're very restricted, it is possible to put a lot of little touches of your own in when you're designing. The butterfly that's our logo is actually the most common butterfly found on our farm. The translucency of the pot allows the natural colour of the yoghurt to come through, which on the blackcurrant one is a very, very, very pretty mauvey colour.
Today, more than a third of the world's population eats yoghurt regularly. Each one of us yoghurt eaters in Britain eats about 4 kilograms of it per year. And now it's time to swap yoghurts for a final tasting.
Sweet and nice and what's that again? Sweet, nice and yummy. And peanut buttery. I didn't like yours very much. It's very sour. Yeah, yours is quite sweet, but you could taste the orange a lot. I don't like orange. It tastes a lot of yoghurt, normal yoghurt. Yeah, I know. That's the only problem with mine. It's got loads of chocolate chips and white chips, and just all right. It's quite strong tomato ketchup. I don't like. I hate it because it's got too much pepper, it's too spicy, and it tastes horrible.